Everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, you like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. Thank you for waiting, being patient. Actually, the YouTube streaming server was down. I had to switch to the backup YouTube streaming server. It's kind of weird. YouTube streaming service. This is my first time ever that I experienced the YouTube. Thank God they have the backup, because I don't know. It was weird. They wouldn't let me connect, but doesn't matter. I'm here now. If you're here right now, see what's going on. Jason, Hank, Keith, Jeff, Lion, Greenfield Digital, The Polo, Rob, Slick, Trevor, Mason, Carl, Tobin, Aaron, Jesse, Kelly, Alvaro. Man. All right. So today I'm going to lose a bag. You know, I've already come to terms with it. And you know what's going to happen here is I missed a very important thing that happened yesterday. I missed it. And that is what is going to cost me money here today. You know, right now looking at my P&L. What's going on, Billy? I got stopped out last night. I did lose 298 trading some futures, shorting it. I did put a stop loss in there for probably my first time, not ever, but in years. I use a stop loss just because I was afraid that they're going to rip this up. You know, market is up right now on news that we're expected to have the stimulus bill, which we've been expecting it since Sunday. Hasn't happened yet, and you know, we'll see what happens. But the key thing that I missed yesterday is this. So let me pull up SPY here. So yesterday, if we look at SPY yesterday, look at today, and we look at the VIX, the key thing that I missed was that we had a divergence in the stock market and in VIX, where the market was down and also VIX was down. And this should have been red flags not to go into more short positions, take it easy. And I wasn't watching, I wasn't paying close attention to the VIX yesterday like I usually have been, and this is what is going to cost me money today. Was the divergence in VIX down. We had a down day on VIX, and we had a down day in the market, and there's a divergence in the pricing. So I was laying in bed last night. I was like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Why, when you lose money, people get, I've been getting comments like on some of my videos like, oh, I lost 2 days in a row. Should I quit trading options? I mean, if you believe that this is something that you can do. Now, if you're 5 years into it and down 100 grand, 200 grand or something like that, maybe it's not for you. But if you really believe in this, like I do, you're going to keep pushing through. You're going to push through the pain. As a trader, no matter what experience, beginner, expert, anything in between, you're going to have days like this where you're going to be learning some lessons. And, that's why, like Trevor, that's why I go small. Definitely go small so you don't blow up your account. If you're bound to make a mistake. And my mistake was there's a divergence in the VIX. VIX was down. We had a down day yesterday. Should have been a little bit of a warning. VIX closed down at, well, it was right at 60 yesterday, and we had some selling, and people, and it didn't make sense to me at first, but people were saying, hey, my out of the money calls and puts got hammered and stuff like that. And then I started to think when I was laying in bed last night, I was like, you know what? I think they pulled a dirty on me. I didn't. What's going on, Micah? I didn't pay attention. Pay attention to the VIX. Pay attention to divergences. And down market and down VIX means that You need to, that doesn't mean that the market is going to like rip up like it is today, but it should mean to me like tread lightly. We're looking at potential shift here. We need confirmation. There's going to be a potential shift here. So just because I was wrong like for today, but those are the kind of signals that you can look for to really help out with your trading. And pay attention. It's not going to be, now that we've kind of hit, I'm not going to call it a bottom, but now we've kind of hit or sort of plateaued to the downside, it's going to get harder than just shorting any rip. You're not going to be able to just short any rip. And I shorted some rips yesterday, and I was actually down 600 at one point, and I came back yesterday positive 120, and I was like, all right, that's it. But for those shorts, bears are still the bears are still in control here. If we're looking at SPY, Colin, I agree with you. Bears are still in control. So we need right now, SPY needs above 245 to, and I mean like close above 245 to kind of break out of this pattern right now. So when my got this stupid Microsoft touch mouse in it, like anyways, but 245, we need 245 here to kind of push up towards 260. I've been watching a push towards 260, but I just don't see it, and I'm a little concerned. This is one of the days. We're starting to get some data in. We're going to have manufacturing PMI, new home sales, Zillow and Redfin. I mean, this is going to be old data. I mean, I can't believe 2020 trading off old data. But anyways, it's old data, but it's going to have some more of the coronavirus impacted numbers. It's not going to be 100% like next month. Like if we rip up, let's say we rip up a lot, I'm going to start probably layering in short for next month. And next month's reports, first week of April, second week of April, we're going to have most of the reports in for March. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster. So, if let's say we rip up, I'm probably going to take it easy. I have right now I have one SPY 222 put that I thought we were going to gap down today, but with that divergence, if you weren't here of what mistake I made, rewind the tape, rewind the video, watch it when we're done. But I have this 222 put, so we'll see what happens. I'm currently long SLV as well right now. I have the 13 call that I bought yesterday for $1.43. So SLV, SLV is at 13.16. So I'll probably be up a couple bucks. And people are like, oh, how if you're down money, how do you come back from that? How do you you just trade your way out of it. You just find good setups and you start over. Like, don't get down in the dumps. Be like, man, I lost money. Like, I've been very, 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 very fortunate to be making as consistent money as I have. I definitely was anticipating that I was going to have more red days than I have. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm going to keep pushing. And yesterday I was down too, but I came back. I bounced back up $700 from my lows, $700, $800. So, losing $1,000 right now, yes, it's gonna hurt a little bit, but that's why you don't go all in with your portfolio. People are like, oh, I know that I'm right. And then what if you missed a key thing today, like VIX divergence, like I did yesterday? You missed something key, you made a mistake, there was a divergence in VIX, and now you blow up your account because you missed one indicator, one thing that the market was doing that you just kind of overlooked because you were doing something else or you were just not paying attention. I mean, we're human. We're not computers. We make mistakes, and it happens. And some people will say call me a loser or whatever the case is. But you know what? At the end of the day, I know how I trade. I know why I trade the way that I trade, and I push through the pain. And that's part of options trading. That's part of the pain. Options trading is painful. Entrepreneurship is painful, and being an options trader, you own your own business. You're open for business. Every day you sit down at the computer, you are open for business. You're ready to go. You either make money or your business makes money or you lose money. And that's the way it goes. I mean, no business makes money, as you can see as well. Here we go with and then we're gonna start getting more reports like this. General Motors suspends 2020 outlook. Stock price is already down 50% on the year. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, we're gonna get a lot more reports like this. Like, it's not over. Like, green days are gonna happen. Big green days, 5-10% are gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We've seen them. We've already seen quite a few of them already, and we're gonna see more of that. In a bear market, you see a massive rip ups. You do. So, I'm looking more right now into the reports, what the companies are doing, and relying on technical analysis and my technical abilities to make money in the market. But this is not going to be new. Everybody, just so you know, we're still in Q1 2020, and they suspended 2020 outlook. Trump has us, like, during the press conferences, like, thinks, hey, after the 15 days, everything's going to go back to normal. Like, bro, the economy's already done for 2020. We're done. This is it. We're in trouble. We're in trouble already for 2020. The longer that we stay shut down, I do agree that we're going to be even more in trouble, but we also have to concentrate on the health and well-being of our people here. Who cares about the stock market if nobody else lives to see it through? Like, no point in making all this money if you can't live to enjoy it. So, yo, Daniel, what's going on? So that's kind of what I'm going for. They were talking about not releasing GDP to the public. Yeah, I mean, this is like, you need to be honest with people. Like, the world is right now a dumpster fire with people crapping all over and in the streets. I mean, this is it. You can't do this. Trump mentions how they have to save Boeing. Yeah, I do agree that they do have to save Boeing, but they do not have to save Norwegian cruise lines, that have been using foreign governments as tax shelters for years. I guess Dr. Fauci got in an argument. Trump wants to open things up soon. Yeah. Thankfully, like in Illinois, I don't think our governor and our government will allow that. They will not allow that. Like, especially in New York. Do you think New York is going to open things up after they've increased up like 20,000 cases in a day? I think the real estate market should hold up, but housing demand could slow, prices could decline. I think there's going to be people, businesses are going to use coronavirus as an excuse. So there was a lot of, like, let's talk about commercial real estate for a second. There were a lot of retailers, a lot of businesses that were struggling to make ends meet. I mean, retail was going down way before 2020, the 2020 market crash, right? And retailers and other people are not going to open back up. You're going to see coronavirus as an excuse, and it's valid. I mean, it's definitely valid for them to exit the business now. Now is a good time for them. This is going to be part of everyone's exit strategy. How can we use coronavirus to soften the blow? And it wasn't me. It wasn't the company. Coronavirus put us out of business, and they're going to use that. Watch what happens. A lot of companies are not going to come back. A lot of jobs are not going to come back. A lot of people, now that they've realized how well the machines run, I'm talking about Wall Street included, now that they've tested and we've been running it with AI and computers and all this stuff, we are not going to get as many jobs back. So if, let's say General Motors, for instance here, they're suspending their 2020 outlook, and right now let's say their people are furloughed and laid off or whatever. If they're suspending their 2020 outlook, do you think they're going to allow all those people to come back to work tomorrow? No, they're not. A lot of people are going to be without a job, and a lot of people are not going to be asked to come back, and the economy is going to be screwed for a few years now. I mean, that's just the way it is. Who cares about the stock market if I'm dead and can't trade? I'm just saying, like, what's the point of reopening everything if people are gonna die? I would be very surprised if retailers opened up in 4 to 6 weeks. Unemployment later this week. Yeah, we got unemployment this week as well. 2020 Olympics postponed. Yeah, Boeing was in trouble. Like, I talked about this yesterday. I don't understand that if you're a company, major company, you are not prepared to be shut down. You're not prepared to be shut down for 2 weeks. You're going to go bankrupt because of you're shut down for 2 weeks. You're going to go bankrupt because you had a rough week. Like, come on, man. And you expect and they expect Americans to have 6 months worth of savings in case a disaster strikes. And the major companies, well, oh, we're shut down for a week. Oh no, we're gonna go out of business tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why? Like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? What happens after limit up? Well, the market will either go up or down. I mean, it's really what's going to happen. Yeah, Apple right now, I'm looking right here around the 240 area to see if we're going to have some trouble around 240. I do want a better short would be for me to wait to 250. So I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see what happens. Yeah, I mean the thing about Apple and Microsoft, I mean it's definitely a short-term short. Like I think that, I mean, sure, the profits and stuff are going to go down and all that kind of stuff, but Apple and Microsoft are going to be the two companies that I probably, when this is all said and done, probably going to be the two companies that I invest in because they're the most cash rich, they're the most profitable companies, and they will continue to be. And honestly, I don't know how this is going to play out, but I have a feeling that a lot of people getting 3K stimulus checks are going to be buying a bunch of iPhones and TVs instead of groceries for their kids. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. We got about 60 people here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you want to join our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook, links are below in the description. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the American people are going to use the money from the stimulus to help themselves or to entertain themselves? What's going on, Tan? Welcome back. Miss you, buddy. Slick, there's 32 likes. YouTube doesn't update. YouTube has been slacking. Thoughts on LK long-term investment? I do like LK. I think that we should probably come down to the lower 20s. I mean, I do like it, but if it closes down, I'm trying to see here. I do like LK, and if China can get back to, Wuhan says they're about to open up, and that's another good example. Wuhan says they're expected to reopen things back on April 8th. Now, they were shut down for over 2 months, and Trump wants to potentially open things after 15 days here, and I don't want to be political or anything like that, but I'm thinking here. And I tweeted this yesterday that if you reopen the government without reopen everything without solving the root problem first, we're gonna have an exponentially bigger problem than we originally had. And I'm just talking about as a person from a health standpoint, and people are like, well, you don't care about people losing jobs, and you don't care about people making money. No, I care about people surviving this. I care about making it through. Not only me, but like family members. I had people. My family was working at the airport. I had family members working at the airport. They got laid off. I mean, like, the damage is done. Like, it's gonna get worse. I agree, but it's like, yo, Bob, appreciate that. I feel like China's going to have another wave. Yeah, I mean, look at, if you guys want to do some research, I'm not saying you want to, look at the Spanish flu. The second wave hit hard. Spanish flu, second wave hit hard. And that hopefully by the second wave, we're able to have a vaccine. because it's going to come back with a vengeance. You know, this coronavirus is getting started. We're going to kill all the boomers if we open businesses. Yeah, I mean, you know, people like my parents, I mean, they were fighting this. They were fighting this the whole time. They're like, oh, it's not that bad. I was like, no, do not, don't do it. And if the government says, oh, it's safe. The government says it's safe. I should do it, right? If the government says it's safe, I can do it. Okay. Meanwhile, in America, we can't get basic essentials, you know? If you think a majority of the money that the government has got to give us is going to give anything to entertain stuff we don't really need, you're not paying attention the last 30 years. Brooklyn, I'm in live in the heart of NY. Yo, stay safe. I mean, you guys, New York right now has got it. I mean, has got it bad. Let's see. So, okay, so SPY market's going to be open in about 6 minutes or so, 5 minutes. SPY is catching resistance here a little bit, 235 area. I'm going to be down. What happened to us versus herd? What do you mean? It's always us versus herd. You're at us versus herd right now. We have more cases than France. Yeah, I mean, like Brooklyn kid, New York, unfortunately, is setting the example. And, you know, I'm in Illinois, Chicago area, and I mean, unfortunately, we're watching you guys to see what happens. I mean, we don't know. I'm sorry. You know? Where's the like button? Yo, if you're new here, say what up. Calls on space. I don't know. I mean, stocks like that are kind of. I mean, I would if you really want to do something, I would buy something. I would buy something long term. You know, I would buy something long term on Virgin Galactic. I don't know what's gonna happen to these stocks. Yo, PNR, what's up? What's going on? If you guys like the stream, you know, hit us up in the Discord. We're here Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. What do you think about gold and silver? So I do have a silver position. I have the 13 strike call, but I have it. Like for gold and silver, you want to play it slow. So silver, I have July 17th on my call here. So my goal here was, I mean, we're at 13.21. We're actually up quite a bit. We're up a whole $1 since the market closed yesterday, which is a lot for silver to move. And I'm thinking that we're going to come up to like, what are we at right now? We're at 13.21. I'm looking like I'm looking for the 15 area right now. What's your first play here? Right now, I'm going to lose money. If you guys missed the beginning of the video, I talked about VIX divergence and the mistake that I made. So I'm going to be losing the money right now at open due to my SPY put because of the VIX diversion. Yeah, just threw me off when the channel changed. Yeah, so Christopher, I started a second channel for the live stream so that way I can create different types of content. So this is just the live streaming channel. I only do live streamings here. Thanks, Daniel. All right, let's have a vote in the chat. Are we gonna have a stimulus deal today or no deal? Deal, no deal. 1 for deal, 2 for no deal. Yo, Bobby, thanks. Bob Bobley, thanks for subscribing. 2, no deal. I'm thinking no deal, but I don't know how long like small businesses can survive without foot traffic. No deal today, but this week, yes. I mean, I don't even want to talk about the deal anymore because it made me sick yesterday. It made me sick. I don't even, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. I mean, both sides are just, they're all screwed up, man. You know, they're all screwed up. I'm gonna do something better with my time today. If they're debating and yelling at each other today, I'm just gonna be doing something better with my time. Wait for the CNBC alert. That's what I'm going to be doing with my time today. If it's just a shouting match and pointing fingers the whole time while people are freaking hungry and going out of business, like I don't got time for that. These guys net worth 10 million, 10 million, 50 million, and they're over here, not a care in the world because they don't do their own grocery shopping. They're not out here in the streets with sick people at Costco. They're not, they're not out here with us. They don't even, I bet you they don't even make their own food, So they're out here trying to solve our problems when they don't have any of them. They're not feeling the pain. They don't know what it is like to be a server, waitress, waiter, whatever, and not have any income right now because your restaurant is closed down. They don't know. They don't know. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. You're not feeling the pain. You're not feeling the pain. Their butler seems a little more stressed than usual. All the celebrities seeing this from their mansions. Yeah, we got Arnold saying don't go outside, sitting in his jacuzzi with his cigar. Like, what about all the senators who sold other stocks? Bro, I don't know, man. Don't worry, they're gonna pay one day. They're gonna pay one day. I do believe in a heaven and a hell, and maybe they'll be forgiven, maybe they won't. I don't know. Okay, so we're a little bit down this morning. We can bounce back. So I'm down 533 on my SPY put. That was to be expected with this type of rally. I'm up a little bit on silver, SLV, down on SPG. But SPG short's good for 52 days, and I think that commercial real estate is going to take take the slaughter within the next 60 days. So, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. The deal will be done Wednesday. There's some procedural problems. Yo, Abel, what's going on? So let's see what happens here because I'm down a little bit. Let's see what the market wants to do. We futures did gap up after the halt here. Let's see here. VIX down 12%, not moving. Let's look at Apple here. Apple. Okay, so Apple, let's see if we can get a rally. I don't know if it's going to happen. Probably not today. If we can rally to 250 area. I don't think it's going to happen though. We'll see. If I can short Apple at 250, that would be ideal for me. So just be patient. Just be patient, We might be like just consolidating. See what happens. Right now we got Microsoft's up 6 points. Netflix. So Netflix is one of those stocks. I mean, it's just crazy. 290 to basically 370 in a week. Still at all-time highs because that's all people are buying. I don't know about Netflix. They don't really make. I mean, they make some money and stuff, but does it deserve to be up here at all-time highs like this? Amazon is doing well. Amazon's back up almost all-time highs as well. So there's strong stocks right now. Domino's as well. There's places to invest in a recession, or I don't know if we're going to be in a depression. Hope not. But there are places to invest. So like for me, I'll be looking at long term. Like let's say we have like a huge stock market crash. I would definitely wouldn't mind. This is my opinion only, entertainment purposes only. Doing Domino's, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. TLT's down about $4, and I was getting. This is why I held on short yesterday, is because TLT was strong all day. This is why I held on to my shorts, and I wasn't paying. I should have paid greater attention to VIX than TLT, but TLT was super strong into close. I'm like, all right, I think TLT is gonna probably pop back up to 170 tomorrow. We're gonna pop back up to 170, but didn't happen. Didn't happen yet. So we're gonna have to find some new positions. So right now I'm down on the day roughly about 800. So Danny, Zoom is coming back to Earth. Yeah, what do you think about VIX? You know, VIX down 13%. Let's see if we can crack 50 here. Let's look at the 1 year here. So let's see what happens if we can get under 50. I mean, that would definitely be interesting. I mean, we did peak here. We did peak here at 85, and we've been downtrending, even though, you know, we came under 60 and we popped up to 75. So I'm just a little bit cautious right now because we bumped down. We were sticking into a trend here. We bumped down. We popped out of trend, but now we're back into trend here. So this is, you know, we can technically handle VIX up to around 65 or 70, and then once it gets back up to 80, it's going to break trend. So, you know, we need to be careful. But with the VIX divergence yesterday, it probably would have been good to be long, obviously. So here we are. I'm gonna see what happens to the reports, and we're just gonna try to grind and at least, you know, on a down day today. So like I'm down roughly $800 right now. On a down day like today, you know, the best thing for me to do is take it easy at open, wait for some setups, and then start chipping away at that loss. And, you know, the best case scenario for me today is not trying to go back to be up $800 or anything like that, because that's probably not going to happen. My goal today is just get back to break even. If I get back to break even today, it's going to be okay. You know, get back to break even. Maybe I'll make $50. Who knows? But, you know, kind of like yesterday, I was down initially in the morning around 600, and I just kept chipping away, and I was up. At the end of the day, I was up $120. So it was a lot of effort, a lot of work, but, you know, you just don't want to just sit here and take it, right? So right now I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not closing anything out. I'm gonna see what happens. I have my silver position. I have my SPG position that are more long-term plays. So we'll see what happens. What about Uber? Contrary to how the business is going, it's going up right now. Yeah, I mean everything is going up. If you look at my watch list here, everything is green except for soybeans and VIX. But if you look at my watch list here, everything is green except for TLT, UVXY, but everything. CMG's up $75, AMD's up $3, Facebook's up $6, Alibaba's up $7. I mean, everything is up right now. But, you know, honestly, we just need to be careful. Apple is not moving since open. Apple's not moving, so I'm watching Apple to see what happens. SPY is ripping up pretty hard, so we'll see what happens. You know, everything is going to be green right now. But yeah, Uber. The problem with I have with Uber is they don't make any money, and they're having issues, and have so much debt. So is this a V-based bounce? I don't know. We'll see. But it has started to break out trend. If we get above 25, you know, it's probably going to bounce back up to the 30s or so. But we'll see. Might be short-lived. You know, in this market, you got to be careful because we're about to have a bunch of economic data come out that's going to say how terrible we're doing. So we really just we just need to be patient and see what happens. You know, we're about to hit 7. Feel resistance at 238, 240 SPY. Yeah, and also the other thing is there's a lot of trapped buyers. Right? And 2380. I was looking at 23. Hold on. 2380. Why is my chart all screwed up? Okay, so 2380 it peaked yesterday pre-market. 2380 on the S&Ps. It just almost hit that. We hit 2378. So let's see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't mind shorting here a little bit at 2380, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So I'm gonna try focusing on getting back to profitable or break even today. You know. All right. Any stocks you guys want to look at? Any questions you might have? Man, S&P just got hit hard. 2378 down to 2350. Just got slammed. Short Apple? Should I short Apple? Kind of want to short Apple. Still within. I don't open new positions within the first 15 minutes of market opens. One of my rules. So I wait. I'm gonna wait. So March, yeah. So the two. Also, what I don't like about Apple right now is they literally have down here they have $5 wide strikes. I don't like that. I do not like that. $5 wide strikes here. So the thing is when you're in a losing position like me today, you don't want to rush in and just start trading. You know, I actually sold soybeans at $10 a bushel last year. Huh. So we're just gonna, when you're in a losing position, you wait. Feel it out. Here we go. Here we go. Here you go, guys. I get to grace you with her face. Pelosi says there's a real optimism Congress can reach a stimulus deal in the next few hours. That's what they said the last 2 days. So, you know, this is what's frustrating. They said there's going to be, you know, Steve Mnuchin said there's going to be a deal. There has to be a deal. And then they just argue and there's no deal. You know, this is what's going to screw up the trading. Yeah, they yell at each other for 2 hours and then they vote no. I mean, like that's what happens. They literally are going to yell at each other for 2 hours and they're going to vote now. All right, hold on, guys. Okay. So I'm looking to potentially short Apple. Potentially short Apple here. I think we are going to try to go for it. Let's see. Market is extremely hard to predict now. Yeah, I agree, Easer. They need to retire once they hit 75. Yeah, I mean, there should be... All right, so I just went in. We'll see what happens. I just went in on the 235. I just bought the 235 Apple put. We'll see. We're gonna try to bring this home. I'm gonna set an alert here. Set an alert on Apple. Set an alert 238. I broke one of my rules, but we'll see. I like the price action. If Apple can come down to the 230 area, I would be happy. If Apple can come down to 230, I would definitely be happy. They don't want the other party to be the one to release the package. They want the credit. American people don't care what party releases the package right now. We just want to buy bread and milk. You know? We're in America and we can't even buy food for our family. You know, I had people telling me, like, people from other countries, like, we came from America to get away from this, and now we're in America and we can't buy food. This is why we left our home country. And it's just eye-opening, you know, that how much privilege that we've had here in the US for my whole life, and here we are struggling, you know? VIX is trying to catch a bounce here. See if VIX catches a bounce, but it looks pretty violent. We got S&P's dropped from 2380 down to 2340. The 2380 rejection up in here was should have played. I'm glad I got into Apple though, but this was the play right here. Short S&P's 2380. When you buy the option contract, what expiration date did you put for Apple? I want short term. I bought this week. This is a short term trade. I'm just looking for a day trade today. Apple, I just bought I bought it for $7.25, $2.35 put, $7.25. Currently up like $2 on it. So we'll see if they can prop it up. I mean, I think even with the stimulus package, I mean, the economic data that's about to come out is about to be intense. So let's see if we can catch a trade here on Apple. Better yet, here, Hank's in Asia. Where in Asia are you? Trading from here sucks. So what I was saying before, I don't know if I finished my thought, is there's a lot of trapped buyers that are gonna sell into this. Oh, you're in the Philippines? Yeah, I do some business with some clients in the Philippines as well. Oh no, you got stranded in Asia. Sorry, man. You know, just stay safe. I know they have curfew and stuff in the Philippines, and it's really strict there right now. VIX is trying to push up. Is 2,000 a good amount to start options day trading account? If you trade small, yeah. If you're risking $100, yeah, sure. If you're risking $100, $200, I mean, I wouldn't risk more than 10% of your account any one time. And if you're new to trading, I would definitely recommend like paper trading and making sure that you get things down. Man, they're getting pounded right now. Bulls are getting pounded. This rejection was real. Let's see what's going to go on with VIX here. VIX is trying to push up. Okay, I'm gonna pay greater attention to VIX today because yesterday I really screwed myself. We're gonna be good, guys. As a trader, expect some red days. Not every day is gonna be green and rosy. You know, we've been very fortunate. To be having very consecutive, a lot of consecutive green days in a row. And you know, today's currently red, but doesn't mean it's going to end red. Does not mean it's going to end red. Currently, Apple's not going my way. We'll see. Still, S&P is still struggling. SPY on the 5-minute chart is struggling. We have SPY here. SPY on the 5-minute chart. So I used to trade more with the 15-minute chart, and now I'm mostly trading on the 5-minute chart and using the 15-minute chart as backup, mainly because of the pricing moving so fast right now. When volatility was low, the 15-minute chart was more than enough, but now it's not. So we'll see how it goes. I shot myself in the foot. I should have pushed my gold share out a lot more. Yeah, Carl. We'll see what happens. I'm up a little bit on my SLV position. I'm up 28%, so definitely wish I bought more of that. At least I did one thing right yesterday, you know. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna hop in the Discord if you guys are just new here. join us in the Discord or on Facebook. We have an options trading book group on there. Link is in the description. If you guys like the content, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.